understanding the basic psychology of the dog you have in your house is quite important. So this here's a drill I like to do when I'm increasing the dog's want to follow me off leash. What I'm doing is I'm walking in a straight line, walking till the dog gets distracted or not interested, right? So I'm walking in a straight line, he's wandered off, he's re-engaged. There, and then I change direction. So the second he loses focus from me, I change direction. When he refocuses, yes, I mark and reinforce. So just the movement of me going in one direction and then moving back and him refocusing on his own, that's all I'm looking for. If he was to get too distracted, I'd use the long line and just give him a little bit of gentle guidance on the leash and then get his focus back. All right? Yes. Come. Yes. So I've taken the long line off and I'm expecting a bit of a behavioural change just from the fact that the long line's gone. Yes, they're not stupid, you know, they do tend to know. And I'll do that as part of the training, as I'll do sessions with it on and off and see how the dog responds. I'll get used to it being no different for the dog. If the long line's there, sometimes I might leave it on and not even touch it for the whole session. Sometimes I might have it in my hands. Sometimes there might be no long line at all. And same thing, I'm constantly trying to keep the dog guessing, yes, where he doesn't get into patterns where he's, oh, every time the long line's on, I behave this way, or vice versa. I want a complete dog that its behavior is always the same, regardless of what equipment's present, regardless of what environment we're in, or regardless of how I'm behaving. The dog always behaves the same. Yes. Free. Yes. So once again, I'm just increasing that focus with the dog. Yes. Reinforcing decisions made. So you'll see clear decisions being made, so he wanders off. Yes, or if he chooses to stay with me. Yes. Yes. You can see I'm already starting to get, I haven't actually done any work on heel command with this dog, but I'm already starting to get it just from, yes, the movement and the setup that I've got now with our communication system. It's very easy for me to manipulate him into that position. He's almost doing, yes, he's doing it on his own. So I'm like, well, he's doing it, so I may as well reinforce it because it's going to be something I'm going to want to teach soon anyway. And that's going to make my life a lot easier. So path of least resistance, you know, I never have in my head, I'm never like, the training has to go this way. I'll just take opportunities as they arise. I'm not like, this is the clear path that needs to happen. I remain flexible within that, and then that flexibility gives me the ability to learn and go at the dog's pace, but also make the most out of the learning opportunities that present to me from the dog. Come on. Yes. So we take the approach, yes, that the learner's always right. So if the dog's wanting to learn something, I may as well teach it, right? Yes. Yes. So when I come round, when he looked at me, yes, I mark there, and then I bring him round. Give him some more, give him some more. You see, having that flexibility means I'm never stuck. So now I've got a position, right? It's really easy for me to label it, right? So if I'm like, here, yes, there you go. So that's my heel command. Here, yes, there you go, yes, boom, right? So I planned on doing free. I planned on doing some duration work, increasing the focus in the dog. Did a bit of work on the distance. He's more Velcro, so he's not really that interested in going too far from me. So I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna increase the level of focus I'm getting, work on some things that arose that just kind of appeared, increasing the duration the dog could focus. And then I started to throw in the command a little bit, and that's the session, right? That's all that needs to be done. That's 25 minutes of training. The little fella's tuckered. He's going to get a play session in a second, but he's now nice and satisfied, right? I've met his mental stimulation needs. He's learned something new. I'm working towards a bigger goal that fulfills me. He's going to get a bit of play. He's going to be pooped for the rest of the day. He might go out for a long line walk later on, and his needs are met, right? And it's only going to take me 45 minutes for the day. And this is a very high energy, young little dog. But when I do really targeted training and I'm very targeted with my approach, I can get so much done in such a short time frame. And you know, this is only session 4 with the dog, and we can see how much focus we've got here from Dougal. So I hope you guys are enjoying this content. I want to make it very adaptive training, right? I don't want you guys to get stuck in, I do this, then this, then this. There is definitely a structure I'm following, and I'm constantly increasing the dog's motivation and focus. I'm looking at new things that the dog can learn. So I've got a clear structure at the back end that I'm following. However, I'm just adapting to the dog within that structure so the dog doesn't get bored, and I can keep the dog learning at a good rate. And I'm not forcing the dog to do anything. I'm just going at the dog's pace. And by being flexible like that and having that psychological flexibility that we love, that my training becomes a lot more effective for the individual. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I know Dougal is. So we'll see you in the next video.